Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 16 of Direwolf20 and Soren's Regrowth series. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
I'm smelting iron.
So the output of the vat actually seems like it's locked into one ingot, and until you clear out that one ingot, it will not process, which was our problem.
Correct.
So,
But then the problem becomes that, like, once you clear out that one ingot, like, the pump pulls out the next thing before that new ingot is produced.
correct.
Which is
I'm gonna do
a problem as well. What's going on here? Ah. Oh, Soren.
What? You pulled me away from there and then
You're
started
so silly.
criticizing, sir.
I know. It's okay.
It
It's
was
okay.
working. It was working.
I'm sure it was.
It was all to do a quest. Wasn't meant to be permanent.
Understood.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it is.
It's understood. I'll let you slide for now. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna use the Buildcraft power pipes instead of the ones from Mechanism for now.
Okay.
You don't have any issues with that, right?
No?
Good, you better not. Man, it's been so, like, I am so rusty on Buildcraft. Like, I don't remember how many of these combustion engines a pump can handle.
18. Oh, combustion? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
3, I think, was the last time we used it really well. Maybe 4?
Combustion engines?
Yeah, I thought so. Maybe more. I don't know. They actually changed the pumps since the last time we used it, too, so.
Yeah. So there we go.
User joined your channel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we'll just kind of have to test it a little bit and see how things go. I can always throw an override in here for heat or something once we get some chipsets and stuff made. Hello, hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm having some fun with Regrowth.
No, always a good time.
I like Regrowth, man. I'm having a really good time with it. So that, with this to that. And for now,
I really do like the themed packs.
yes, me too. All right, let's see. This should kick on.
Okay, I have 4 ingots of titanium. There you go. That's all you get.
So, did you figure out a good way to do it, Soren?
We need configurator. I can't seem to filter out the emerald properly. The easiest way we have is just fill it up so much that even if you take out some of the molten magnesium or molten titanium, it'll
Right.
pump that in, but pump the molten titanium back into a fluid tank separately.
Okay.
So
So,
you
my
know,
only
of each.
question then that I have an issue with is how would you do
Actually,
this
no,
without
no.
Buildcraft?
With well, not an empty bottle. Ladle doesn't work. Let's see. Granted, titanium's actually not part of mariculture, so
It's in the book.
it probably is it.
Yeah, which makes me think it's part of it. Everybody
Oh,
gets
so it is.
fuel. Eventually this will become gates, but for now, We've got power. We've got lasers. Soren.
You have lasers?
I'm lasering.
Oh!
Can you bring me some redstone? Thank you kindly, sir. Dude, it's totally working too. I'm gonna turn off some of these because I don't necessarily need all this power, it looks like.
Right.
I forget how much RF each laser uses, but, well, maybe I need more than that. Can you also bring me a chest?
Okay.
That way I don't have to stand here forever. But I'm very happily producing things.
Ooh, apparently I have a present. I have to go see what this is.
Oh,
User left your channel.
okay.
I also need some rose red. That stuff will stick around for a few minutes. I can go get some rose red. I'm going to need all manner of dye, to be honest with you, but I don't have any rose bushes, do I? I did at one point have poppy seeds, but I never really grew them, but maybe we're going to want to do that now. Hopefully red dye will work as a substitute. I
Do
should
we have
tested
rutile
that.
ore?
What's that?
Rutile ore?
Yes, there should be some, definitely.
Should be some, definitely.
Yeah.
Is that a thing you just said?
Nice. Alright, so I'm going to let this cook. That should be pretty cool. Awesome. Meanwhile, I'm going to get some of these redstone chipsets because we want more tables. So we definitely at least want... How much more titanium did you get, by the way?
I have 2 ingots.
Okay.
Or 4 ingots, my bad.
Okay. I have to remember how robots work. I did this once, and I got it working, I remember. I know I want at least a few tables. How many ingots?
4.
Oh. Can I have
If
them?
you can make me a gold gate, apparently that will work.
Oh, gold gate?
Yeah. That will apparently check the fluid registry.
Really?
That was what I was thinking the emerald was doing, but it wasn't doing it without the proper check.
But what are we going to use to tell it?
The bottle that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it holds 2. And it checks inside the bottle to say, you are this.
Okay, you're the boss, buddy. Give me just a minute, and we will get this rolling, in theory. Let's snag a bit more redstone while I'm here. I should probably grab a little bit of gold. That's the kind of pipe Soren wants, or the gate.
You may also want to get some of those stoppers for the golden kinesis pipes.
Yeah.
Infinite loops are bad.
I know. I'm assuming that's kind of been sort of fixed by now.
I'm gonna stay over here for the moment.
All right, we'll come back in a minute, guys, once I've crafted a few things. All right, guys, we're back. Let's see. This thing is making progress. You guys are on some kind of overload of heat, which is bad. I'm not seeing them explode, so that's a good sign, Soren.
Okay, yeah, that's an excellent sign.
Right?
Okay, I'm sorry for coming over here.
I'm making you a gold and gate. Alright, that should start pumping water pretty well. Yeah, I think these combustion engines are getting a little bit hot.
Yeah.
I mean, by a little bit, I mean a real lot hot.
Don't let them explode.
I'm trying.
You break it, you buy it.
Trying. They're actually
Where do you
off
get-
now, and they're cooling down because I've got water going sort of sooner.
Rutile ore. Where do we get that?
I have yet to make seeds for it, but we can eventually. But there's some in here. Right, the chest next to the blast furnace.
Ah.
And we should have some nether version of it that needs to be blast furnace if you need more. So this should all cool down now, which would be nice. Once this thing picks up speed. Can I have any titanium you've made thus far?
Let's see here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm putting in. Going.
Cool. So we discovered, by the way, guys, that you can put magnesium and titanium in this guy, in this smeltery. We just didn't know that.
Well, I actually, my chat was telling me, I was like, oh, no, maybe he knows. Sure, he knows.
Well, no, because when I looked up the recipe, it said it was mariculture only, but there's another way to look up the recipe that shows, yeah. So just toss that over when you get a chance. You don't happen to have one more, do you?
I did it from the future.
One more magnesium by chance, or no?
The magnesium dust is actually in the smeltery.
I'm gonna make this a water pump again. I made an extra
Okay,
pump.
cool. That'd be really beneficial.
Should speed things up for you, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Interesting. That's max capacity per input, I guess. I thought it was overall.
Wow, this stores a lot of quicklime, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was like, it says max capacity 30,000 mil buckets, 30 buckets.
Right.
That's per input.
Right.
I thought it was like combined, so you had to filter that out. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Alright, so you'll make me a little bit more magnesium and titanium and good stuff. Nice. Oh, molten titanium. Good job, Soren. You did well.
And once we get that gold gate, we can put that in the pipe there for a moment. There you go. 9 titanium.
Yay. Good job. Alright, we can't do that. I think I have my thing somewhere, but eh. So I've got these dudes, I've got them. Let's go downstairs because I'm going to need some resources I don't have right now. Like an emerald, I know that. Let's see. I need, by way of tables, we're going to need the integration table. So that needs a diamond gear. we have AE yet?
Do we have serious seeds yet?
I don't think so.
We're doomed.
We're going to want the charging table. I'm going to skip charging for now because I don't know that we need that badly. Programming, we'll need another diamond gear, and this is a gold gear. I think I'm out of diamonds. That's okay, I know where to get more. This is all in the name of making things that can automate these farms, by the way.
Right.
So, I'll tell you the story of why I'm not doing this with forestry.
Okay.
Forestry farms require fertilizer, which is made with apatite. And we don't have access to apatite. Well, we do. We can get it. We can get fertilizer using like some stuff out of the nether. But I've been running around the nether, and it's pretty rare, the stuff that we need.
Got it.
So that's where we're at with that. And that's why we're not doing it that way. My to-do list still includes getting a better sword, but we'll get there eventually. Okay, and then this dude to get a crafting table. And then we should be able to get a programming table and a stamping table. Okay. Like I said, not entirely sure if I need a charging table, but I guess I can get it now. Sure, why not? One more. Sweet, all the tables I need. Alright, so charging table, stamping table, programming table, integration table, charging table. Cool. Alright, back in a minute once I remember. You know what I need to do? I know what I definitely need to do is I need a crafting table over here. First and foremost, we're going to need redstone crystals, which take a long time and a lot of power to charge. These things don't appear to have cooled down yet. They should be remaining cool. There we go, they finally chilled out. All right, nice. So this will take a few minutes, probably, like a long time, so we'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. Soren.
Yes.
So you've got a lot of quicklime in here, and this thing's, what, holding a ton of magnesium?
So that's purely making magnesium, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to automate that.
Okay.
In theory. Yes, it's working. Aha. That's cool. What's all going on over here? Do we need any of this nonsense anymore? I guess Soren cleared it all out. That's cool. Nice. So these should more quickly be pumped out shortly, but I put a barrel right next to that thing and it should fill up with magnesium now.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought you'd approve. This is water and earth. get more of our elemental essences because I've been using them quite a bit actually. Great source of sand and cobblestone and all that good stuff. Water. I haven't used air at all, like ever. I don't know what air is even used for. I'm sure it's for something, but it's all good. And I should probably, while I'm here, get some more iron. Because I'm burning through iron now that we're at that stage of the game where we have lots of machines coming up. I can't believe we're finally getting to the RF age. Or, yeah,
I know, right?
it's crazy, right?
How high can the boiler be? 4 blocks?
I do not remember at all. So that's cool. Getting a lot of that. I should get rutile seeds going actually pretty soon.
Yeah.
You didn't burn up all my rutile, did you?
Nope.
Okay, save me some, okay?
How much exactly?
I need 1 block of impure titanium. Are you saying I should do this now before, you know, you
Well,
mess
we
me
have
up?
7 now.
Okay. Let me snag 1 before I forget.
Impure titanium block right there.
Thank you, sir. Meanwhile, I'm going to need fire,
7
earth,
nether ore
winter,
left.
and
I was
summer.
like, I don't know what else you can do with that, but I'll just stop it for a second.
Fire, earth, winter, and summer. Fire, earth, winter, and summer. Winter and summer is what? Summer is air and earth. And watermelon, slime ball, 2 sand. So we might have some of that out here. Slime ball, but no watermelon and no sand. And then we're also going to need 4 strong essence and some seeds. Cool. I'm still waiting for my redstone crystals, by the way, because they take 1 billion years. So earth and air. These guys, this guy, this dude. This should complete a quest. I haven't even looked at my quest book, but I'm sure I've done something. Oh, I'm firing my laser. I got a quest done for that. Nice. Lasers
Yeah, you
and
did.
redstone chipsets. That's cool.
I put those 2 lasers in the chest next to the laser system.
Oh, I've got 4 fluid tanks full of fuel.
Yeah, the chest that you found the gold pipes in earlier. Put
Yes.
them in there.
Okay.
We'll be using those shortly.
Did you get lasers from the quest reward?
Yeah, I put them in the chest next to the
Awesome. I haven't looked at my cobalt and ardite seeds. They're coming along nicely. So you're making a steam boiler, huh?
I am.
Okay. You know he needs a dedicated pump, right? Good.
Yep.
Glad you know that. I'm about almost a quarter of the way through my first redstone crystal.
Really?
Yes.
It takes forever.
It really does. It really does. Did you notice I put pipe plugs up here, though?
I did. It no longer has that infinite death machine of doom.
I probably don't have enough power for all these lasers, but that's okay. It'll be more than it was before. So you had good fuel tanks in there. I'll put that in addition. You've got commercial steam engines. Ooh, industrial steam engines. Nice. You can also have the refineries, and I'll leave a laser in here for later, along with chipsets and basic gates. Also, I upgraded my basic gates here to say requested power equals redstone signal. So when this thing no longer needs power, it will, in theory, turn off the engines, which would be cool. Wow, are we still not having enough water? Wow, we still don't have enough water. That's insane to me. I don't believe that that's possible. Let's do this. I'm gonna pipe plug somewhere so that this pump handles these three and this one handles these three, and in theory that should be enough. Oh, you're overheated. We already overheated one of our things. Alright, well let's see if this works out a little bit then. You know what else I'm going to do to help with this pipe plug situation? I'm going to plug it there. So then you'll go by in there and then those two. That should be pretty good, but we'll see. Alright, let's try something else here. Maybe pumps need more power nowadays. Interesting. Let me play with this a little bit and I'll get the hang of what needs to be done. What's that, Soren? You're doing quests?
I'm doing quests.
I didn't know you did those.
They were in the process of finding alternatives to fuel just in case, but they're on chapter 5. It was crafting.
Oh, nice. So you got fermenters and biogas engines. Very cool.
Nice.
I'll put
quest on
the
page.
things in here.
You should look at the name of that quest at the top right of
Not
the
for
page.
drinking?
No, it's still to get. It's blinking its goggles.
Oh, 42 Wallaby Way. Nice.
Yep.
I like it.
All right. So I'll continue this.
Yeah, I'm working hard towards getting automation for our plants, but I think once we get that, we should be in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Ooh, what the world is built from. Rutile seeds. That's right. I made those. I was kind of waiting for osmium seeds, but I'll be getting them soon. And then maybe we can get an AE system soon.
Oh.
I know.
I love
I
it.
just want. I don't know how to unlock Certa seeds, but I imagine it's got to be somewhat soon.
Hopefully.
Dude, we are like getting there in terms of this energy production thing. By the way, I had to throw a steam engine onto this pump in order to keep it going at full speed, so you might want to do the same.
Okay.
But I like what you're thinking with the biomass. I might want to agree with you on that point.
Yeah, because fuel is, you can get it, but it's not as renewable.
Right.
Even
like,
with these, it take their time.
biomass will be infinitely renewable, no problem. But
Yeah. Now, if we ever get fuel bees, we can replace it again.
right. So I don't know what you want to do. Do you want to build like an area to like house the? We've got the boiler here that you set up. We're probably gonna want like a fermenter and still area. We're gonna need more than one fermenter and still to keep up with this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like, definitely.
Do you have a rough estimate of how many?
I have no idea. We're gonna have to just figure it out because it's been so long. Like I used to know this pretty well, but it's been a long time. Nice. So now I need diamond chipsets. So let's turn you off for a minute. Get some diamond chipsets. I'm gonna try and get a robot soon.
Sugarcane had a magic crops thing, or some kind of crop seed?
Yeah, we've got sugarcane.
Or not sugar, sorry, cactus. Does that work?
No, that gave us green dye instead of cactus.
Oh, right. Okay.
But we have sugarcane and we have wheat. And they're both 10-10-10s. These guys actually probably shut off. Nice. See, it's still struggling to maintain the cooling. I might want to go with biomass just because, like, nuts to cooling and all that hassle. Once these guys get down to 20, they'll be allowed to run again. Yeah, I might switch it up to biogas engines pretty soon. Alright, so we'll have the robot. Then we're going to want redstone board. That should be easy enough.
What about mushrooms?
Yes, we have 10-10-10 versions of those.
Okay, those give 75 millibuckets per mushroom.
Yeah. We should look into how we get into mechanism, because I know that has some stuff as well here.
Yeah, if we could get the wind turbine, I've been told we're done.
Yeah.
It's an obscene amount of energy, apparently.
So, I mean, it may just be a temporary point that we have to rely on fuel, because they have, like, lots... There's a lot of generators, and there's, like, a whole mod called mechanism generators, which I'm not familiar with, but...
Yeah, I've used the turbine before, and that was legitimately just place down and then walk away.
Yeah.
If we go higher, it produces more energy. So.
Let me put away some junk balls down here. That's all cool otherwise. Okay. I mean, obviously we have cactuses like normal cactus, but...
Yeah.
So this should have finished with at least 2 of these diamonds. This has got to be close to done. No? Really? You have that much time left? Alright, so let's get the programming table going. I'm pretty sure that's where this goes. I'm going to want picks up items, hose dirt, harvests mature crops. This one. Nice. That's cool. That'll be a blank robot once I get the diamond chip set. There we go. And I think it's the, not the stamping, not the charging integration. Yeah, I think that's where this thing works out to be the robot. Robot, doesn't really matter, it just goes on top, right? Nice. Getting there with power. You guys are all doing your thing. Cool. I'm gonna actually tell it to make more redstone chipsets so that I have them for more robots. But for now, that's just to keep my engines running, to be honest with you, because they'll have to cool down, and then that'll be a pain. Looks like we're doing okay on terms of heat. But I don't think we're actually using all of our water yet, so that's another thing. Yeah, I like the idea of renewable energy, Soren. A lot.
The what?
I like the idea of renewable energy quite a bit.
Yes.
So you go in the
It's
middle.
just with the
go on the
generators, like the solar and the wind turbine, I feel like I'm cheating almost.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Like, we'll do biofuel and stuff for now, but when we get to mechanism,
Right.
like, we're gonna do that. Cool. Now, can I charge you? Nice. Okay. So the other thing we're gonna need is a docking station, which is a golden chipset, which I have one of. Nice. Okay. Fully charged. Awesome. All right. I'm not entirely sure what kind of area these things work in, but I think they're pretty decent. Zone planner. That's going to play a role in this. Let me go make this real quick. Oh my. I'm at the wrapping up point for my episode by far. So I'm going to go make a zone planner off camera in between episodes, and then we'll come back next time and look at getting this robot to harvest for us. So Soren, I have a robot that can harvest.
Ooh.
I know. I'm excited about that.
Going around helping?
What's that?
Is he? Oh, no, you have to place him down, have you?
Yeah, I haven't placed him down yet. I mean, do you want to see him?
Yeah.
All right, maybe just
Maybe you should say that.
as a teaser, we'll let people see.
Maybe as a teaser?
What's that? So I think I can just do like with a hobbyist steam engine. That should work. Yeah, I kind of want to show him working, because he actually works quite well. Down here. And we'll put this on here. All right, you ready?
Yep. Oh. Ooh. Oh!
He does a good job, right?
Oh my gosh.
He does a really good
Or is there
job.
going to be another robot that's going to pick things up?
Well, I was thinking I could either use another robot or I could use the Hopper Hawk.
Hopper Hawk could work.
That's what I'm thinking, because Hopper Hawks are probably going to be a lot quicker than another robot. Robots are good, but they can be a little bit slow.
Or we just need to have you walk by for a moment. Oh, too bad we can't give the robot a magnet.
But he does a nice job, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at him go, dude. He's rocking it. So, I mean, this is a good way to farm without having to worry about appetite, which legitimately would be a concern.
This is just amazing. Just boop.
Yeah. But we're going to want to do a little bit more control around this. So what I'm thinking is I would like to keep our farms as we have them now, Soren, but have a separate automated farm elsewhere. Like, a little bit further away, probably over near our power systems, right? So this farm will stay as is, and if we ever need, like, I need a quick stack of iron, like, come over here and get it. But ideally, that won't be much of an issue later on because we'll eventually have it to the point where we've got, like, a huge backlog.
Nice.
Cool, right? And then flip the
I
lever.
like it. The lever.
Oh! That's the go-home signal.
Oh,
And if you turn it off, you should go
adorable.
back to work.
ooh.
Nice, right? All
I
right,
like it.
so we'll wrap up now, and then we'll do a little bit more with this guy next episode. Did you collect some things, Soren? Some gold and tin, probably?
I did.
I'll take it just so I have the full stacks.
Good.
All right, guys. For now, Daryl20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.